Taking a live look outside right now where it certainly is warm, a little bit of a breeze, but we need you to be thinking ahead because we have got some pretty serious weather on the way, Christina.
And you can kind of feel it in the air outside, Shay. It's quite humid, a little bit soupy, juicy is what we like to call it, which is not good when it comes to the threat for storms.
Those conditions making it even more of a possibility we could see some of those severe parts.
Yeah, so we have dew points in the 60s, which say over the summertime wouldn't be all that bad, but for as early as into springtime that we are, yeah, it's pretty darn humid out there ahead of multiple rounds of showers and storms with the potential for the storms to become severe. So kind of just the bottom line here of what you need to know is that we do have two separate main rounds that are going to be pushing through Kentuckiana. Round number one is going to be overnight through very early tomorrow morning, and then round number two, potentially the more significant of the two, going to be coming right around this time tomorrow, anytime from noon till 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then behind it going to bring some cold, windy, and wet weather for our Wednesday. We're talking high temperatures only in the upper 40s and lower 50s toward the middle and late part of our work week, but we'll kind of just take it hour by hour here, starting with what's outside on the radar as we speak. We have a few cells that are pushing into southern Indiana. They're not severe. They're just bringing a little bit of electricity into the sky as it approaches 65 there in Jackson County. But then we also have a couple of cells that are bringing some locally heavy rainfall toward the Palmyra area, Harrison County. Cordon also likely to see a little bit of lightning and certainly going to be kicking up your winds as it continues to push off to the east over the next several hours. When it comes to that severe weather potential, especially tomorrow afternoon, this is where we really need to be paying attention and staying weather aware because we do have a level 3 of 5 on that severe weather potential scale. This is issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Everybody that's shaded in this orange color, and we even have the level 4 of 5. And I can't even tell you the last time I remember anyone in this area being shaded in that level 4 of 5. But whether you're in the category 2, 3, or 4, it doesn't matter. We're all at an increased threat of seeing severe weather. Also, some of us are going to be dealing with a flooding threat, particularly there in southern Indiana, because we will have multiple rounds of heavy showers that will be passing on through, likely over the same area. So here we go on Futurecast going into about the midnight hour tonight. You continue to see that activity really be localized there in southern Indiana, and I do think that's where it's really going to want to favor, at least as we head into about the midnight hour. As we go into 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, that's when we start to see that line pushing into southern Indiana, and this will be one of the main events that we're talking about here, continuing to kind of blossom throughout the area from Paoli over to Madison at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then gradually going to be making its way to Louisville over the course of the afternoon. I'm not saying it's going to shower and storm all day long. In fact, we might even squeeze out some dry time. Hopefully not sunshine, though, because if we do see sunshine in the wake of those morning storms, that's only going to fuel the afternoon storms that we're expected to see. I'd expect it here in Louisville by about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it'll try to form a line off to the southeast from Munfordville over to Bardstown, Kentucky by this time tomorrow, so just about 24 hours from now. And this is really going to be the time frame that we're watching closely for that threat of tornadoes. Finally gets out of here by about 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, and then in the wake of it, going to be some much cooler air as highs on Wednesday again, only going to be in the 40s with some scattered showers through the course of the afternoon. So once again, those main threats that we're watching for going to be the potentially damaging wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, as well as that large hail anywhere from about quarter size to the size of an egg, which is about 2 inches in diameter. Watching that flood threat and, of course, watching that tornado threat, especially tomorrow afternoon. Here's that 7-day forecast very quickly here. We are going to be cooling off, but at least seeing that sunshine return as we go toward Thursday and into Friday. This weekend looking absolutely fabulous. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures getting back on track, Shay, just in time for the eclipse on Monday.
A lot to keep your eye on here, Christina. Well, this Wednesday marks 50 years since the April 3rd, 1974 tornado super outbreak. It was the second largest outbreak in U.S. history. The tornado